رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي ربنا زدنا علما. So let's start with our review here, inshallah. So my dear sisters, can you see what is the fragment here? Was-samai. 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 There is waw and there is al-jar wal-majroor, right? Al-jar wal-majroor. Yeah, no, I am, I stopped. So that is why you could not hear. There's a problem with my chat and it just did not appear with my, with my thing. So that is where we are here. Okay, because there is some problem. I'm not able to see the chat. Okay, so what do you think about Zatil Buruj? What construction is Zatil Buruj? It's an idafa. Very well done. What do you think about as-samai dhatil buruj? Now, can you connect these two? Is there any way we can connect as-sama with dhatil buruj? Let's see. How will we connect? As-sama means the sky. Dhatil buruj means possessor of fortresses. Yes. So now, how are we saying, how are we calling Zatil Buruj al-Mawsuf was-Sifa? So what is as-sama in terms of gender? What do you remember about as-sama'i? It is it's a feminine word. And what kind of a feminine it is? It's a herd feminine. Very well done. It's mu'annas sama'i, right? So now when we see as-sama'i, which is herd feminine, now we'll go to zat. Zat is it common or proper? It is proper. Why is it proper? Yes, it is proper because mudaf, not because it is asmaul khamsa. It is proper because it's mudaf ilayhi is proper, right? Alkans, because mudaf ilayhi. Al buruj, yes, because I'm not able to see my chat otherwise. That is why you are seeing half of screen. Something happened, I lost my chat somewhere, and so that is why this is subhanallah, the reason that that's happening like that. So so zatil buruj, zat is proper because al buruj is its mudaf ilayhi, which is proper, and we know when mudaf ilayhi is proper, that makes our mudaf proper. So what is the gender of zat? Who can tell me the gender of zat? It is feminine. Okay, so when it is feminine, what we don't have class on Sunday. Yeah, we can do that. We can continue with a new lesson today, and we can do a review later on. But let's see how much we can do. And inshallah, if it doesn't work, then we will go to the main class, inshallah. Okay. But the content that we were supposed to cover. No, I can see chat here, but I cannot see it with my screen on. So it's not that I can do both. So that's a problem. So Zatil Buruj, Zat is feminine, As-Sama'i is feminine, both are singular, both are proper. So they are making a fragment where all 4 properties must match. So that fragment is the fragment that you learned in your basic Nahu, al-mawsuf was sifa, right? Al-mawsuf was sifa. So mawsuf is as-sama, and your Zatil Buruj, together idafa is coming up as the sifa for as-sama, right? Now, when we do this wal yawm, if you go to wal yawmi, what is happening here? What kind of wow is this wow? Now, we had okay. So we have one wow that is at the beginning, and that was the wow of oath, al-jar wal majroor, right? Now this wow and by the day that was promised. Okay, so this is going to be wow al-atf, right? So I have some do you mind if I can just log in from another device? I think let me try to do that and see if that helps. Okay, you just hang on here and let me try to log in from another device. Okay, how about I do a simple thing and I join it from here. The price and the bill. Okay. Record. So I think I should be able to see your chats now. So you can only now you are going to, you should be good now, I think. Okay. So now let's see. Al-Yawmil Ma'ud. Now what do you think about Al-Yawmil Ma'ud? Al-Mawsuf was sifa. Yawm is singular. It is masculine. It is proper. It is gerund status. And all 3 properties are being shared between these 2. Everyone with me so far? Any confusion? Okay, alhamdulillah. So now see, was shahid. How can you connect shahid to the rest? What will you call this wow? Atf, very well done. So then shahid is going to be your, what is shahid now going to be called? Matuf. What about wa mashhud? Okay, so now go back. So was-samai is your al-jar wal-majroor. As-samai is also going to be called what? What is another name? Because we are creating a at fragment here, and we need to know where is our matuf alayhi, right? Where is, yes, as-samai is going to be your matuf alayhi, and then matuf number 1 is going to be yawm, yawmil ma'ud. Matuf number 2 is going to be shahid, and mashhud is going to be M3, right? Easy. I hope you have not forgotten this, right? Okay. Now let's go to Fail Madi again. I know you are hearing an echo as well, but just let me see.
Faima, can you do one thing? Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry. You can mute one device.
It is muted, but it's, I don't know.
It's echoing, right? Yeah, but
Yeah.
thing is, I think you can mute one device or join without the audio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see if that works. Yeah, that's the idea. Okay. Okay. Can you hear me? In terms of flexibility, fi'l madi is fully flexible, mamnu, partly flexible, non-flexible. Which one are you going to pick? In terms of flexibility, C, it is non-flexible. We discussed it in our previous session. Barakallahu feek. True or false? Inbuilt pronoun is at the end of the fi'l madi. Is it true or false? Inbuilt pronoun, which is the part of the word, part of the fi'l, is at the end of the fi'l madi. In most, except in few. Inbuilt pronoun that tells us, which pronoun is sitting in this fi'l is at the end of the fi'l madi, right? It's true. It is true, right? Because when we see nasara, where is alif? Alif is at the end of the fi'l, right? It is at the end of the word. So keep that in mind, inshallah. And very well done, whosoever has remembered mabni word, because that will come handy later on, inshallah. Okay. So now, true or false? In case of Arabic language, there are only 2 tenses we need to learn. Is it true that we only need to learn Madi and Mudare? Yes, it's very true. It is very true. Yes, we, in terms of, these, past tense, present tense, future tense, I'm talking in that sense. Yes, we have to learn forbidding, commanding as well. And we have to do other things as well. But for the most part, when we talk about present, future, past, it's only Madi and Mudare, because your Mudare can sometimes, and most of the time, it may have connotation, or it may have, meaning of future, right? Is this something clear or no? Because we have discussed it in our last session. And I told you, Mudare is going to be used for both, right? It is, you don't have to do anything, but it will be used for those. It is a standard use of Mudare, okay? However, when I talked about, use of Madi for future, it was a non-standard use, if you remember. It was not, you normally would not use Madi for the events of Day of Judgment. However, in the non-standard usages of Madi, we discussed them, that, sometimes an event of Yawmul Qiyamah is being described in Quran in the past tense. The reason is, what could be the reason? That it is, yes, that it is for sure going to happen. There is no doubt about it. Just to give you conviction, just to make you sure that there is no way around it. You need to be sure about it, that this event is definitely going to happen. Okay. In case of ma'loom, fail, yes, bound to happen. In case of fail ma'loom, doer is known. You know your doer. You will look at the fail and you know who did the action. In case of majhul, jim halam from jihala, what is doer known? Doer is unknown, right? So the equivalent of that, rough equivalent of that in English for fail ma'loom is active tense, and rough equivalent for fail majhul is passive, right? Everyone, I think, is clear so far? Okay, now the next question. In case of madi, huwa and hiya, pronoun is hidden or visible? It is hidden. Very well done. You cannot see nasara or nasarat. You cannot see the pronoun. Ta in nasarat is indicating what? Who remembers? Ta is for feminine. It is telling you that she did the action, but it's not the doer itself, right? But when I talk about this guy here, alif, and if I asked you, where is the doer? Which doer are we talking about here? What are you going to tell me? The doer is alif. Very well done. Alif is the doer. Where is the doer in nasaru? Who's going to tell me? Waw is the doer. In case of nasarata, who is the doer? Alif is the doer. In case of nasarna, who is the doer? Noon is the doer. Very well done. In case of nasarta, who is the doer? The doer pronoun is ta, right? In case of nasartuma, who is the doer? This tu guy here is the doer, and this structure here is telling you that you too is coming from this ma, okay? Ma is there to tell you, this alif is there to tell you the number of doers in this fail is 2. Remember one thing, all these highlighted tas in second person, keep that in mind. All these highlighted, the one that is highlighted, focus on that. Ta, tu, ti, tu. Can you see all these tus and tas and these, right? And can you notice one thing? I have not highlighted the full ending, but in your book, the whole structure is in a block. Can you appreciate that part? If you go back to your Arabic book, the Bayina book, it is different. The doer is ta, tu, ti, tu. Okay. This ma is telling you, this alif here is telling you the number is, what is the number? This is here to tell you the number is 2. Meme, if you go back to your slides, the people who have reviewed their slides, they should be able to appreciate here that ta is the pronoun, meme is for masculine plural. It is for number. Very well done. Quantity, the number of people. How many people are there doing the action? Meme is telling you that. In case of noon, mushaddada here, this noon is telling you the feminine plural. Everyone with me so far? Is it, it is, when I learned it, let me tell you, I just ratified this. I did not know what is this guy here, what is this guy here. I had no clue. Nobody was there to tell me that this waw is the doer pronoun, this alif is a doer pronoun. I just memorized everything when I was at the beginner level. But I don't know why in my mind, there is something that tells me that you guys can learn all these, letters and what is each letter is denoting. And I keep on repeating and I keep on going over everything separately instead of, just telling you, okay, tunna ending is antunna ending and na is for nahnu and all that. But, of course, if you are able to identify your doer just by the end of the word, it's good. But whosoever memorized that, in second person, my ta, tu, ti, tu is the doer, this guy here, this ma structure is telling me the number. This meme is for masculine plural. This ma is again for dual, and this noon mushaddada is for feminine plural. You know, that is, you know, an advanced way of learning it, but you know, that is how in future you will anyhow you were going to learn that in future. Okay, ta dhamma here again is for ana. When there is nothing after it, you just allocate it to first person singular. Okay, when you see noon fatha aleph, you just say that the doer is nahnu. Everyone with me so far? Type 1 if you are. I want answers from each and every sister. There are 16 people in the class. Everyone should be able to tell me if there is no understanding or there is some confusion. Type 2. Alhamdulillah, we are good. We can move forward and we should be able to complete our review. Okay. So now I have this thing here for you all to complete, inshallah. But before we do this part, you know, we are going to learn our today's topic, and then inshallah we'll come back. Okay. Yes, na is visible. In nasarna, na is visible. One question that I have asked you, and that is in your last worksheet as well. From hunna to nahnu, from hunna to nahnu, every lam kalima or third root letter, this sukun, if you forget, is a problem. Then you will make mistakes. But if you do not forget this sukun guy, if you remember that every lam kalima should have sukun, there is no way you are not able to identify your salim fi'l, that those of all that have, you know, that are not ending with weak letters like waw, ya, or alif. Okay, you should be able to then identify. You will be very solid with your identification. There is nothing that is going to, you know, shake you, because this sukun is very important to remember. You know, we just, you know, sometimes we don't pay attention to these sukuns, and then, you know, the problem occurs. Because if I put a fatha here, if I put a nasara na, what will be the translation? Can anyone translate? Nasara na. He helped us. Right? It will change to nasara will be changed, you know, will be nasara is going to be he helped, and na is going to be us, right? Nasara na is going to be he helped us. But when I have this sukun here, when I have found my sukun, it is going to be nasarna, nahnu nasarna, we helped. We are the ones who helped. Okay? Easy? Understood? Okay. Small things, but make a lot of difference. Okay. So in case of fi'l madi, we have used nasara. Okay. The root letters that we worked with was nasara. But remember one thing, sometimes your middle letter can have dhamma, like kabura. For those of you who have habit of reciting Suratul Kahf every Friday, you see this word kaburat. Kaburat. What do you think about kaburat? Is it a madi or a mudari? This word is a past tense. Who's the doer? It's madi. Who's the doer? Is it visible? Can you see it? Feminine, singular, third person. You cannot see it. Barakallahu fi. So everyone who has said that, you know, my doer is hidden, is al-mustatir, they are all right. Okay. So did you notice it is not kabara, it is kabura? So sometimes your madi will have dhamma. Sometimes you will see your madi having a kasra on the middle letter. Okay. Everyone, please notice this. Sometimes your second root letter can have dhamma. and sometimes it can have kasra, and this is normal. Okay, this is how the language worked in those days, and it works till this time. Sometimes you will see an additional letters that are in addition to the root letters, and they are there to enhance meaning, and sometimes they are there to change meaning. Okay, you will see this word nazala. Okay, but here when I have given you this word anzala, what do you see here? What is in addition to the root letters? What is there? There's a hamza. There is a hamza, hamzatul qata, that is in addition to the 3 root letters in the beginning of the word, but the word is still madi. Word is still madi. Is my voice breaking for all of you? Is it good? Alina, check your connection, dear. Okay. Okay. Istaghfara. Istaghfara. You see 3 letters before ghain, fa, ra, that are the root letters, and still your fail is madi. Okay, just keep that in mind. Iqtaraba, again hamza and ta are added, qaf, ra, ba are the root letters, but again this word is fail madi. Okay, so this is normal, and you have done an exercise last time in class where ittakhaztum, there was additional hamza and ta, but we still called it madi. Remember doing that exercise? There was a word ittakhaztum, so keep that in mind. Sometimes there can be something in addition at the beginning of the word, and these letters are there to enhance the meaning or change the meaning. Don't be bothered by them. Just familiarize yourself with that, with the concept, because sometimes in addition to 3 root letters or more than 3 root letters, there could be something added to change or enhance the meaning. Always remember, again, we have done this, always remember to look at the end of the word to identify the past tense. Okay, but do not forget to pay attention to the beginning. It does not mean that you do not pay attention to the beginning at all. So now let's learn this concept that you have already learned, but we'll go over it one more time so that there is no confusion and everyone is on board with this concept. Whenever you see an attached pronoun with a fail, what happens? And I'm talking about the pronouns that we learned in the beginning of our course. It was in session 13, if I'm not mistaken, when I taught you huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. There we learned that those were the independent pronouns, and we also have attached version of them: who, he, huma, hima, hum, him, ha, huma, hima, hunna, hinna, ka, kuma, kum, ki, kuma, kunna, yi, ni, and na. Sound familiar? These ones. When I am talking about these pronouns, these ones, now I'm going to, in the slide is, referring to these attached pronouns. Okay, these ones. If you can all see these ones, okay, inshallah. So whenever these guys attach themselves to a fail, they're always nasb in status. Okay, so every time you see them attached to a fail, their status is going to be nasb. Keep that in mind. How? Let's figure it out. So nasarakum means he helped you all. If I give you this sentence, what was the first step you were supposed to do, or you are supposed to take? Identify action, right? So what is the action? Number 1 is an action. Number 1 is an action. Here we have a sentence. Determine action, which is helped. Okay, that is done. Tell me the doer. Help me find the doer. Nasara kum. He is the doer. Absolutely right, Hina. Now tell me what is left, because that's how I taught you. 3 steps, right? Every sentence like this, you have to take 3 steps: action, doer detail. Rest is all the detail. So now kum is going to be my detail, right? And kum means, what is the kum meaning of kum? Kum means you all, and that is my detail. What have we learned about the status of our detail? What should be the detail? The status of detail is always nasb. Very well done. So this guy here, you are always going to, tell yourself that this is something that is going to be nasb status. Is this clear? Alhamdulillah. Okay. So now let's complete the rest of the sheet, and I'm going to actually give it to you as homework, but whatever we can do, we will finish it in the class. Nasarta. Nasarta. Here, the exercise was, sorry, I have to start with here. Okay. So we had to find pronouns. Okay. We have to find pronouns. Okay. We have to translate, and we have to show our work. Have you seen your children being asked to show their work in maths? How they do it? They have to show each and every step. And for those of you who do not have children, they have gone through the, showing their work themselves, right? In school, where you have to, you just don't come up with the answer in maths, you have to show your work. Similarly, you're going to do it here on this table, okay? So nasarnahum. So what do you see here? You are going to see that you are going to find your pronouns. Nasarnahum. So where is fail madi? This guy, this completely is fail madi, right? Nasarna is fail madi. Now, when I look at nasarna, na is going to be, what is na? Na is the we, and it is my doer, right? We helped, it's a doer. So what's the status of our doer? Doer is always rough in status. Doer is always rough in status. Clear? Action was helped. Doer was we. What is whom now? They're all good. Whom is your attached pronoun. It's a detail. We help them. So whom should be nasb in status. Is this clear? And I need answers for 17 people, because it's very important. I do not want anyone to be behind, because this class is for everyone who attends the class, who listens to the recording, who is trying to make an effort. Okay. Now go to this word, nasarta. Do you see anything addition to fail madi here? Yes. So na is rough, and hum is nasb. Two pronouns, right? Two pronouns. Na is rough, that is inbuilt pronoun, is rough in status, and whom is an attached, and that is outside the word, like this whom, but it is attached to the word, attached to the end of the word, but this one is always going to be nasb in status. Okay. Is it clear? Okay. Nasarta. What is this word? Ta. Anta nasarta. Anta nasarta. Anta nasarta. Is it she? If it would have been she, the sukun would have not been there, right? From hunna, anta, antuma, antum, anti, antuma, antunna, ana, nahnu. So there is a sukun. Focus on the sukun. Focus on the sukun. So it is first person or second person? It is you. It is you masculine. It is you masculine, right? Second person. It is second person word. It's second person, you masculine. Okay. Now there is nothing attached to it. So if I pick this one, what will be the status of this one? What should be the status? It's inbuilt pronoun. It is part of the word. It is rough in status. It's a doer pronoun. It's rough in status. And you are going to put the meaning here. You, masculine, you can just put M in the bracket, helped. Okay. Then comes Nasaraha. What do you think? He helped her. But there are two words. Very well done, Aisha. You are going to determine number one. This is not one word. Now there are two words. So Nasara and Ha. In Nasara, do you see your pronoun? Is it Bariz or Mustatir? Huwa Mustatir, right? You cannot see it. It is Mustatir. Very well done. M is for Mustatir. Good. Everyone knows that. So there is no sign of feminine. There is no tasakun. So I'm going to translate it as he. He helped. Now Ha. What is the status of Ha here? She is the detail. It's going to be Nas. So you are going to say he helped her. Okay. And action again. Help. Doer. He. And he. And then detail is going to be her. Why are you finding it difficult? Where is confusion, my dear? If you keep that in mind, that every time, whenever your pronouns that you have learned in the past, those attached pronouns, these guys, whenever these attached pronouns attach themselves to the end of a fail, they're always the detail. They're always detail. These guys, when they are at the end of a fail, they're always detail. Like, whenever a pronoun attaches to an ism, what is the status of pronoun that attaches itself to the end of an ism? What did we learn about that? It is always jar, right? Whenever, because it makes what? It is always jar because it makes what construction comes into being when an ism and a pronoun is, when there is an ism and a pronoun is attached to the end of the word. It is an idafa. Similarly, you need to know, and we have, I just opened it up for you, like nasarnahum, we helped. We know that this means we helped. Who did we help? Whom is the detail. Whom is the detail. Right? Whom is the detail. We help them. So them is a detail. So them should be nasb status. Right? Is it clear? Now let's do another one and let's see if it helps. Nasarahuma. Now what do you think? One word or two words? There are two words. You are going to just attempt it differently. So this is one word. What is the meaning of Nasara? They too help. Okay, they too helped. What is Huma? They too helped. Them too, right? Them too. So the doer is they too, denoted by Alif. So Alif is going to be rough in status. And what will be the status of Huma? Huma should be nasb in status because it is detail, right? Let's do another example. Nasara, hum. How many words? Two words. Nasara means, what is the meaning of Nasara? He helped. Hum means them. So the doer is hidden, right? It's invisible. We are going to put it here. The doer is mustatir, M. You can just put doer M. M, okay? And then whom is going to be Nasban status because it is a detail. It is a detail. He helped them. Them is a detail. Clear? Nasaru kuma. One word or two words? Yes, previous was Damir Mustatir. That is why we wrote M here. Nasaru kuma. Two words. Now see, Nasaru. Who is the doer? How will you show your doer? Which letter will you write? Wow. You are going to put Nasaru, and then you will pick Wow from here, and you will call this Wow your doer. And what's the status of Wow? Raf. And what's the status of Kuma? Kuma is Nasbin status, right? It is Nasbin status because they male helped you too, right? You too, Kuma is going to be detail. Who helped? They helped. Nasartum, one word or two words? Think about it again, Faiza and Roxana. Nasartum, antum, nasartum, antum, nasartum. Is there any more, there is, sukun, just focus on the sukun, right? So nasartum, you are just going to treat it as one word, one fail, and then you will go inside the word, and then you will say ta is for, where's the doer? Where's the doer? Yeah, you can say, at this point you can say that tum is the doer, but in case of tum, ta is the pronoun, that is the doer, and meme is for masculine. Meme is here for masculine plural. Yes, it is. Alif in Nasara is, Alif is for Huma. Alif is the doer pronoun. Okay. Ta is your doer. Meme is telling you that this is masculine. Meme is for masculine plural. So you all males helped. You all come is, you is from ta, all is from me. Okay. So ta here is going to be rough in status. Nasarna, do you see one word or two words? One word. So is it you all helped or they all females helped? Nasarna. This Nasarna with one haraka, not na. It is Nasarna. They all females, this talking about feminine or females helped, right? Because there is no alif, otherwise it would have been we helped, right? Here it is Nasarna, and noon is the doer pronoun. And what will be the status of noon? Noon is going to be rough in status. Noon is rough in status. It is a part of the word. This is one word, and this is our doer pronoun, and doers are always rough in status. Always remember, doer is always rough in status. Let me open one more, your answer sheet as well. And second. Okay. On this as well. So how I have, let me show you this. Yes, noon with alif is for B. Remember that, inshallah. Yeah. Okay. So can you see everything here? How, Nasara, Damir Mustatir, which is rough in status, whom is Nasb in status. Nasaru, again, I have put the word nasaru here. Then waw is rafin status and kuma is nasbin status. Is it making sense or it's too hard? For those of you, I just see one yes. Okay. When I come to this word, nasar to whom. So let's see nasar to whom. One word or two words? There are two words. Nasar to, what is the meaning of nasar to? I helped and them. So what is going to be rough in status in nasar tu? Tu is going to be rough in status, and what will be the status of whom? Nasb in status. I helped them. I was a doer, help was an action, and the rest has to be detail, which is whom, and it's going to be nasb in status. Okay. Nasartunna ha. Now tell me. There's a lot of help going on here. One word, two words. Number one, there are two words. Nasartunna, who is the doer here? Antunna is going to be the doer, feminine plural is the doer, which is being denoted by ta and noon mushaddada. Here, noon with shadda is denoting feminine plural. Noon with shadda denoting feminine plural. Nasartunna together is one word. Together is one word. So nasartunna, one word. Nasartunna, ta is for you. Noon mushaddada tells us that there is, because noon mushaddada was attached, now we know that this is for feminine plural, right? In your slides, you have all this. So you all females, helped. So who did we help? This girl, her, right? So ha is going to be nasbin status, right? Because it's a detail. This ha is going to be nasbin status. Is it clear? Nasarnakum. How many words? There are two words. So nasarna. Where is the doer? Who is the doer here? We is the doer. And where do you see that na? We, sorry. So na is your doer. It is rafin status. And what's the status of kum? Kum is going to be nasbin status because it's a detail. We help you all. Nasartumahu. Now, again, one word or two words? There are two words. Nasartuma is one word, and who is the attached pronoun? So, tuma, you two. Ta is going to be rafin status. Ma is telling you two people are doing this action. Who is going to be you two helped him. Him is going to be this who is him and is nasbin status. Nasarukum, I think we have done something like this before. So I will go to this one. Nasartumuhunna. Now tell me what is happening here. One word or two words? There are two words, right? So who is the doer? You all is the doer. Very well done. Because nasartum, antum nasartum. Is this wow? Where is this wow coming from? Do you know this? Whenever nasartum or anything that is ending with tum in case of past tense gets attached to any other word after it, like hunna or ha or anything like that, it gets this additional wow here for ease of pronunciation. This wow has no grammatical rule, okay? Your word is ending here. It was originally tum, okay? Nasartum, but since there was hunna attached here, we had to bring this vowel for ease of pronunciation, for flow. Okay, this vowel is called vowel ishba. For those of you who are into tajweed, they must have learned it that way. But just for the ease of pronunciation, just for the flow, this vowel is added. It has no grammatical role. Here, who is the doer? Who will you label as a doer? Which letter is the doer in Nasartu? Mu. Ta is the doer. Very well done. What is meme doing here? What is meme telling you? What is the role of meme? You all. Meme is telling you, you all male. Meme is for masculine plural. Meme is for masculine plural. Wow is just doing a job of flow. Now, hunna, what should be the status of hunna? It should be nasb status because it's a detail, right? So let's see what we have on our answer key, because those were, I think, the same concept repeated. So I did attempt this one. So nasar tumu. I have to still complete this answer sheet for you all, but just showing you how you are going to do it. Like no, yeah, it will be completed here. Yeah, it is complete. This part is complete. So nasar tumu, you will see ta and you will call it rough in status. Meme is just there to tell you that it's talking about masculine plural. Wow is for flow of, for flow of sound and for ease of pronunciation, you are going to call it like that. Hunna is going to be nas because it is your detail. Is this clear? The vowel is vowel ishba, that is just for tajweed. You can just put it for this. It is added for tajweed reasons. Every time when antum, when there is nasartum, ja'altum, kafartum, you will, and there is an attached pronoun after that. Okay, you will see this vowel added. Kafartumuhunna, ja'altumuha, khalaqtumuhunna. Make sense or no? So it's for the sake of flow and will be added only after when the fail madi is in the antum version. Okay. And I will give you more examples, inshallah. I can add more examples in, so that it makes more sense. Inshallah, I can send you those in the handout. Okay. Now, any questions? We have 4 minutes. So this should be clear to each and every one. You will first identify your whole fail, okay, and find out if you see something like this, if your word is one, if there is one word or there are 2 words. If there are 2 words, you are going to attempt them as we have just done. Okay, we have done few examples in class. Just like that, you are going to separate them, you're going to write them, and then you will finish off, labeling each and every part, inshallah. Okay, so I am seeing very few answers. Is it very confusing? Let me know. Or is something clear to all of you? Okay, so now when you see your jumla failure, inshallah, and we will keep, that's why we have this whole session dedicated to our review, and alhamdulillah, right? Alhamdulillah, we were able to complete our review sheet together, most of the practice sheet except for a few words, but inshallah, we will keep on doing that as we have done in the past. We will inshallah keep on doing that. So I just want to introduce you to some more words, and we'll talk about them next week, inshallah. So every jumla failure can have following and more. Okay, remember that it can have following and more, inshallah. There is a fail, right? There's a fail, there's a file, and in case of fail ma'loom, you must have noticed I have addended my slides to ma'loom, because every fail ma'loom will have its doer inbuilt, right? Because in case of majhul, how will we know the file? In case of majhul, we are unaware of the file. That is why we call those af'al majhul, right? So fail, al-fa'il, and al-maf'ul, which is the done to, and then there you will also see these al-jar wal-majroor fragments there. Can you all see this? The al-fa'il is an Arabic term used for doer. Okay, who is al-fa'il? Fa'il is an Arabic for doer. What is doer called in Arabic? What is the name of a doer in Arabic? Who's going to write it? Fa'il, right? Fa'il. Fa'il, al-fa'il or fa'il is the doer. Remember that. Remember that. Maf'ul is the detail or an object or done to. All these terms can fit maf'ul. You know, the receiver of an action is going to be al-maf'ul. Who is the receiver? What is the name for receiver of an action? Maf'ul. Maf'ul, right? Maf'ul is the receiver of an action or a detail or an object. All this encompasses maf'ul. Okay, and then you can see al-jar wal-majroor. Remember all this. Okay, if you I will send you slides up till here so that you're not too confused about anything. So this more, keep that in mind. Okay, at this point, at this stage, we will learn about these four, and this more, inshallah, is going to come in future. Everyone with me so far? Alhamdulillah. So, if there is any confusion, we will be doing lots and lots of practice, just as we did with our ism, inshallah. So, but I will try to incorporate it within our sessions as we have been doing, and I will send you practice sheets, and inshallah worksheet should help you. If any questions, send them in the group that is there for your questions, right? So that we can respond to them in an appropriate manner and in an appropriate time as well. Mostly in our sessions. That is what I will recommend. So with that, I will have to end the session. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdik nashhadu an la ilaha illa anta nastaghfiruka wa natubu ilayk. And I only can pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all that we do, and how help of Allah is so important, how weak we are, and this technology and everything, how we it's only Allah who facilitates everything for us. Alhamdulillah.